Welcome to Ubuntu Sports Podcast. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I've got my man's Maximus.
What's up, buddy? First time we're finally getting it together
In the house.
on the day of the NLD health rating.
Yeah. Very soon I'll be actually shooting quite a few videos with Max. We'll be collaborating and doing some shoots together. But this video today is about our predictive starting 11 against Spurs this afternoon.
Or preferred.
Well, preferred, yeah. But we all know that, what we want to see is different to what the manager is going to put out there.
Yeah.
So I'll let Max first start with his predictive lineup or what he'd like to see.
Well, look, we can go through it together, right?
Okay, cool.
Raya is Raya.
Yeah, of course. Raya would be both of our preferred keeper.
And then Calafiori, if he's fit enough, that's my first choice at left back.
That's also my first choice at left back. Calafiori at left back.
The usual center two picks itself.
Okay.
Saliba.
The usual center, yeah. Gabby and Saliba.
And then on the right side, it's Timber or Benny Blanco. I think the manager is going to go with Timber.
Yeah, I think the manager will go Timber. Timber is just safer defensively. But the reason why I wouldn't still mind to see Benny Blanco on the right is because Timber's fatigue. We saw that his fatigue caught up with him in the Wolves game.
Yes.
The guy's tired. He's played so many games in a row, so he needs a bit of a rest. And if the manager is smart with his decision making for this game week, is maybe, if you don't have to play a player like Timber, give him a rest, because there's still some big games coming up later on in the season.
So that's the question. Do we have to play Timber? Because let me tell you what my theory is on this right side, right?
Okay.
Timber is, I think, the far better one defensively, right?
Yeah.
So in a game where we're playing, I guess a team that has like a hectic winger that has to be guarded, say what's that guy from PSG? Pick any of the front three. Those guys are dangerous.
Yeah.
So there you need a Timber to control that. However, on days when we're playing less threatening offense against us, and we need a bit more firepower going forward, I'd play Benny Blanco.
Okay.
And here's why, because I feel like he offers more going forward.
Okay.
He understands the job better going forward.
Okay.
So to me today, I would actually play White.
You play Wise.
Yeah. But the coach, I think, it's going to be Timber.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on.
Okay.
And then the midfield three.
Yeah.
Again, the coach is going to do what the coach does.
Yeah.
Rice picks himself.
Rice definitely picks himself, yes.
And then
it
will be Zubi next to him.
Yeah, it'll be Zubi next to him, but we'd like to see Nordgaard.
I'd like to see Nordgaard too. Can we talk about why Nordgaard is not getting more time? That man has not set a foot wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea as well why the manager's not giving the guy a chance. I think he's proved to himself that he's a very mature player in the midfield. Secure. I actually don't understand why he hasn't gotten more time. Guys like Zubi are overplayed, and there are games where you can see they just disappear because these guys are dealing with fatigue. And
I mean, let's
get
just call a spade a spade. I think Zubi's been a bit shit lately.
Yeah.
And it's not because he's a shit player, it's because
he's overplayed.
Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah.
I mean, you must remember, in Spain, in December, they usually go on a bit of a soiree, a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Whereas in the EPL, it's the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Okay? And they go extra hard.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of climatization that's been happening there. And it's catching up.
Yeah.
Fatigue's clearly catching up.
No, for sure.
And I feel like Nordgaard should be getting more time.
Yeah.
But again, the gaffer.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what the gaffer does. Okay, and then on your right wing.
Wait. The third guy in the midfield.
Oh, yes.
We'll call it the number 10.
So number 10. he'd like to see Saka
I would.
at number 10.
I would like it. I would love it.
I'd like to see. It's a tough one, eh? It's because I think match fitness wise, who's this?
Odegaard?
No. This new guy from Crystal Palace, man. Eze. I'd like to see Eze because Eze did well in his previous game.
Yes.
With those through balls.
Yes.
But a lot of people are saying that he's a very lazy player. He doesn't track back and defend, right? So he's probably not the manager's preference. But if Eze doesn't go at number 10, I'd rather see Havertz playing at number 10. And
I wouldn't mind that.
And then Saka playing in his usual position. And then obviously in the left, we're both going with Trossard.
Sure.
In the middle, he's not a big fan of Glock 9 Gyökeres there. I'd like to see Glock 9 in the front, in the middle. In the middle. But so the way Max's lineup is, he'd rather see Saka playing at number 10, and then have Madueke, and then have Trossard, and then have Havertz in the middle.
Which I know is very unlikely.
Yeah.
But if I were put out a case.
The problem about Havertz playing, I think, is because his fitness is just not there. But the reason why it's not a bad idea as well is because the player, the team can try set up and prepare for Havertz being in the middle, and then when he rotates and he puts Gyökeres later and Saka back at number 10,
they won't see that coming.
They won't see that coming. That'll be too confusing, and they won't know how to mark the man, basically, or whichever man they have to mark.
Can we get back to this number 10 position? Okay.
Yeah.
These last two games haven't gone well. I think we can all agree.
Okay.
But if there's one thing that I thought looked good, was Saka in that number 10 position.
That number 10 position.
He is great at receiving the ball under pressure.
Okay.
He's a great decision maker. He can spray passes around. Or if he decides to, he could make a run at you and hurt you himself. I like that about him.
Yeah,
I like that about him.
Well, you need that with the number 10.
And I feel like
you need that with the number 10.
I feel like we might be able to get, because this season has not been Saka's greatest by any stretch, right?
Yeah.
But the way he's in the middle of the action there, I think we might be able to get more from him.
Yeah.
But we'll see. How come none of us mentioned Odegaard? Because that's actually most likely to happen.
Yeah, he's back. But the reason why I know that Odegaard won't start is because fitness. He hasn't been playing a few games. So it's kind of risky just starting him. But we're most likely to definitely see him coming in the second half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now back to Eze. He had a good last game.
Okay.
And he had a good last game against Spurs. I mean, this would be a good day for a hat-trick, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Even just half of that.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me that just wants to see Eze because he hurt them real bad last time.
Yeah. And look, the guy's ego is a bit bruised, because it's not a secret that how the fans feel about Eze right now, and this is what's also putting a lot of pressure on the players for this game today, is because the fans have been going on and on and on, like they've lost hope in this team. They're thinking that we might bottle it and City might actually take it. So there's a lot of mixed reactions and a lot of mixed feelings amongst the fans. And there are a lot of players that where we're going to see true character come out of them, because we're going to see if they're actually able to step up even after the amount of pressure that's been put on them for them being bottlers and not being able to deliver. So there's a lot of pressure on the manager, there's a lot of pressure on the players. But if I was the Arsenal players and the managers, which I think Mikel does pretty well, is block out all the noise. You have to block out all the noise.
You think so?
You have to.
I'll tell you something.
I don't think I don't think the panic amongst the fans motivates the players well enough. I think the players need to just tell themselves, look at where they were at the beginning of the season, look at the talent that they had to dig deep in themselves to get out, and focus on just doing that for each single game now, and realize that, look, we've beat Bayern Munich, we've beat Atletico Madrid, so we have the potential to take on the best in Europe right now, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that we have the potential, we just need to find it in ourselves and just block out all the noise and just play our best, man.
I want to show you something.
Yeah.
And I'm going to level a little accusation at Arteta here.
Okay.
This thing of not playing through the middle and always opting to play that crab-like stuff, right? I think it's instructional.
Yeah.
I think in that game where Eze played those two through balls and Nogard even played that one through the middle to who was it? Jesus. I don't think Arteta was probably best pleased with that, but probably let it slide because it was lower level opposition.
Yeah.
But I feel like we play wide, and oftentimes often we see passes that should have gone through the middle, but they go wide. I think that is an instructional thing. It's a safety thing.
You know why?
But let me tell you what I think my problem is and what I think it does.
Okay.
I think that safety approach actually weirdly transmits some fear into the players. Shackles them a little bit. Think about there was a game, was it last season against Liverpool, where we came out the blocks, or was it season before that? Came out the blocks flying.
Yeah.
And we scored, I think we scored the first goal in the first 7 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
We don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's instructional.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think the boys have it in them.
Yeah.
We've seen that. We're not top of the table by chance. But we really have to. I think we've been a bit too safe in these last couple of games.
Yeah.
And look, also this team. I look at the team and I don't see weak-minded players. If I was to go through all of these guys, they look all pretty mentally strong for me.
I don't know, bro. Like, I'd like to differ on that one because, like, if you look at what happened in the Wolves game, like, there was no balls and no steal, no determination. Like, and for me, that was a mental weakness more than anything else because we know that we could have put away Wolves easily. Like, we know we were playing the worst team in the league, right? And no offense to Wolves or anything, but I mean, this is a team that had 9 points on the table at this time of the season, and we couldn't put them away. So for me,
and we blew a 2-goal lead.
Yeah. So for me, that was more of a mental thing than it was than anything else. Like, look,
is it a mental thing or fatigue thing?
Both. I feel like they panicked once Wolves scored the first goal. They panicked, and you could see that in the players. You could see that. There's a slight bit of nervousness now because they know that they don't have the 2-goal lead anymore. So for me that was more of a mental thing than anything else. I just feel like if the boys had just told themselves that we've got this, and they could have even just parked the bus from 2-0 up and just decided, okay, let's just play it safe. And maybe do a few rotations. Or he did the rotations late only because he was panicking as well as the manager.
You don't feel like those sort of panicky changes transmits the fear to
the players.
Like what was it against? Where we did four changes all at once.
Yeah.
Look, that felt like a bit of panic to me.
No, it does. That was definitely a panic. 4 changes at the same time was definitely a panic.
I don't remember I've ever seen.
But changes have to be made because, guys, we're not like we need some of these players to be around for the finals. This Carabao Cup final coming up. We need some of these players to be around for the Champions League. So it is important to save legs of players as well. Like, I mean, we can't afford to lose a guy like Rice, and we need to give him some. We need to give him a rest.
I don't want to think about it.
We need to give him a rest and see how he and Nordgaard. We just need to have a bit more faith in Nordgaard. And the reason why we can give Rice a break is because have you seen what Arteta's done now? He's kind of switched Rice and Zubimendi around. He's making Zubimendi do the box to box because he's trying to save Rice's legs.
You think so? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So he's trying to save Rice's legs, but Zubimendi's also got a good pass. But also Zubimendi doesn't sweep as well as Rice sweeps at the back.
Yeah, Rice is like two players in one.
Yeah, so I feel like him going with Zubimendi as like an 8. It's really just to rest Rice a bit, because trust me, there will be games where Rice has to play like he's possessed, like we've seen him do, where he's just box to box.
It's almost like it's the only way he knows to play. Tell me something.
Yeah.
Why are we conceding the way we're conceding right now?
No, as much as we are not probably admitting it, or maybe the team is not admitting it, but the nerves are catching up now. Like everybody, the team knows and the players know that the previous seasons, this has been the part where we start dropping points, and this is where we start messing up. So a lot of that is catching up to them, and we just need. That's why these 2 next games are so vital and so important, because if we can put away. Get 3 points out of the Spurs game and the Chelsea game, then that's going to bring back their confidence of knowing that they still the team that started the season basically.
Yeah. These next 2 games are humongous, huge. Now let's start with today's game. How confident are you feeling?
Look, I'm feeling very confident, to be honest. I am feeling confident. Of course, there's a bit of nerves, but at this point in time, I just can't afford to entertain nerves, because I feel like the players need to adapt the same sort of spirit that I'm adapting to right now, and that's just not entertaining nerves and just knowing that, look, the job needs to be done.
There's no room for
there's no room to be nervous.
Well,
and as players, and one of our biggest issues as a club as well. It's our fans, guys.
We're toxic, aren't we?
Yeah, we're extremely toxic, but never mind being toxic. But when a team scores against us, and let's say we are leading 1-0 or 2-0, you can feel the atmosphere in the stadium that, oh my gosh, the fans are actually nervous.
And that's when actually we should raise hell and scare the opposition and support the team.
Yeah, but the players feel what the fans are doing. Yeah. And then they panic as well, because they can feel that. And have you seen when the players can feel that there's a bit of panic in the stadium? That's when you see guys like Gabriel and Saliba going up and trying to get the fans going.
Can I tell you how much I love that? I love that hype man thing they do. I like the way they celebrate tackles like goals. I love it.
There's a point I want to make quickly here. When we were playing against Leeds, Leeds were 2-0 down, playing against a team at the top of the league, but the amount of noise that stadium was still making when they were 2-0 down, you could tell that the fans, amen, they were getting behind those players.
They understand their assignment.
Yeah,
they understand.
They were making noise. I was like, what? I couldn't believe the amount of noise that was coming out of
Where
that stadium.
Where did they get the nerve?
When they're 2-0, I was like, wow, okay, this could actually be a beating, but the fans,
they went out like soldiers.
Yeah.
Well,
so
look,
that's where we struggle as Arsenal fans as well. And to be honest with you, to speak in defense of the fans as well, it's a lot of PTSD catches up to them because of how they've seen us throw away the league in previous seasons and stuff. You know what I mean? So you understand why some of the fans can't help but be nervous and keep quiet, and because it's like we're at the most important time of the season.
And look, man, I don't know how it is for you, but for me, when we drop these points, there's they're just the regular PTSD that kicks in.
Yeah.
But the social consequences for me are mad, man.
Yeah.
But these guys will blow up my phone. It's like, and it's not just like City fans. I don't know City fans.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the Chelsea fans, all the Manchester fans, they'll all pile in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys are even talking to us from mid-table. But the reality is that's what happens.
Yeah.
So I really, look, I'll tell you, for today's game,
Yeah.
off the record,
Yeah.
I'll say these last couple of games haven't gone great.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of nerves.
It's not really off the record because.
But on the record,
Okay.
I'm going to say that London is still red.
Yeah.
Spurs are our daily bread. And I said, nothing less than 3 points tonight.
Yeah. But hey, look, we know it's going to take a lot of character, and that's why we're slightly nervous, because we're just hoping that the players know what the assignment is and do what they need to do today. But to be honest with you, you know, after the Wolves draw, all I could hear was butlers. No, all I could hear from the players and the manager was like, our biggest focus is this game. This is the game where we think, and I don't know if that actually is making the nerves worse for the players, or if actually they went into that Wolves game thinking about this game more than anything else as well. You know what I mean? So
you know, I suspect that sometimes. Sometimes I feel like we underperform. I don't know. I don't know if it's fatigue or if it's just pure entitlement. Or we can actually beat these guys without being at our best.
Yeah.
And I think that's a mistake.
yeah,
I think the EPL being what it is,
yeah,
has every team, all the way to Brighton, every team has somebody there that can hurt you, right? If you don't come with your A game. But yeah, these next 2 games, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. These are huge
absolutely.
games. Spurs have a new manager, right?
Yeah,
Is new manager bounce something that maybe we should
be wary of? Definitely. Look, I mean, Chelsea had a new manager with us, but hey, we still said no. Yeah. We still said no, but you could see the way they were playing that just as like this has the potential to go either way, you know, because of the way the players were really. Look, the first leg I wasn't too happy because I felt like those Garnacho goals were soft. Like there wasn't good marking in the Carabao Cup first semi-final tie, you know. Then the second one, like we didn't really need to go out and be risky anyway. But they also decided not to come out and play and decided to play it safe. And then we punished them right at the end, which was poetic justice because Kai,
Cobra Kai, King Kai,
you know,
may he come back today.
How does this chant go? 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz goes again. How does that chant go again?
I don't know. Riddle is the king of the chants. He knows all the lyrics.
How does it? Yeah, but anyway, it's just slipped my mind now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, and I know that a lot of Arsenal fans were singing it after Kai scored. It was like, because didn't Chelsea start the thing like 60 million down the drain?
Yeah.
And then we decided to make it turn it into something like Kai Havertz goes.
You know, of late, I gotta tell you, I feel like we've gotten good acquisitions from Chelsea.
Yeah,
I feel like we're settling a lifetime score because we've been getting rubbish from them.
Yeah.
From Gallas.
Yeah.
To who was that other defender? There was another defender.
David Luiz.
There was another one as well.
Willian wasn't great, but he wasn't a defender.
Yeah. But yeah, so we had a lot of like crap acquisitions from them. But lately, we've turned Madueke to gold. Well,
no,
gold.
Yeah, look,
but he's
I'm gonna say something controversial. Like I'm not convinced yet by Madueke. I still need to see a lot more. Look, he's nice in the sense that he makes those defenders run and panic, you know. But his third phase where he needs to like.
That's where the problem is with him.
Where he needs to put in a ball into the box. That I haven't seen enough to be convinced to be like, you know. But that's fine with me if he's got what it takes.
Sorry, that's
to still finish. Do you want to?
Then I pause. Let me.
No, go ahead.
It was slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Madueke, I think we can agree on that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is his final ball, final third decision making is not crisp.
Yeah.
Like it's anything as far from it.
Yeah.
But boy, when he goes with these guys, he is electricity.
Yeah.
I don't think I might say something controversial here, but I think as far as one-on-one dribbling, he's the best we've got. And I say that respectfully.
Yeah.
Even ahead of Saka.
No, you know what?
One-on-one.
You know what my problem is, right? Saka can still let a nice clean pass with his right foot.
Yeah, if need be. Yeah.
You know, do you understand? Where Madueke, he has to use his left foot to get a clean pass in. You know?
Yeah.
And that for me, like it's man. You when you're playing against world class teams like Bayern Munich,
You gotta make it count.
yeah,
You gotta make it count.
Yeah, you don't have time. Like you're not gonna be like dribbling and cutting back and like
Okay.
And you know what my biggest problem as well with the safe playing, going to the wings and whatever.
Yeah.
People have studied us now. We're so predictable. We're so predictable. Like and like it's like okay, let's do something that is not expected of us.
Go in the middle.
Throw in the middle. Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
and the middle stuff is actually what I think would best benefit Gyökeres.
Yeah, exactly.
Because my having kind of thrown in the towel on Gyökeres outside of his heavy first touch is also partially because of our style of play. He's not going to benefit from that flank come in play. In fact, even when we were still doing those monster numbers at
Sporting. Yeah.
very few of them came by header.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is a striker, right? He played through the ball and he dealt that thing.
Yeah.
But since you don't play like that, then he's kind of wasted in our system.
Yeah.
Right. And
why can't we not put in like good high balls for him to head it in? Because the guy can.
Can
he? Yeah, he can.
he really?
Why can we not dude? Our first game. If you saw the first game that we, I mean, it was actually
the ball from Zubi. I remember it.
Yeah, no, and that was actually pre-season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he finished that goal. That header was. I mean, that was amazing, man. But my thing is that he can finish the headers, but the problem is that we can't even put a nice ball here for him to head it in. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, and what I liked about the previous game when we played against Wolves, you could see Saka calling for the for the ball in. He made the run nicely. So Saka is very nice in the middle as well, I must say. But hey, man, I feel like we don't put in good balls into the box that strikers love to finish. We just don't put in those balls.
We just don't.
Yeah. So it's a bit, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's it's a bit of a tough one there, man. I really want to see us put in better balls to feed Gyökeres, so he really doesn't get good enough ball. And you can see that what I love, and that's why I love Martinelli playing when Gyökeres is playing as well, because Martinelli has a way of trying to find.
Yeah, he's more inclined to do this type of
crosses and stuff. Exactly.
Speaking of Martinelli, when are we gonna try the Martinelli at striker experiment?
Yes. I'd love to see that.
It's been in the air. We've experimented on other kinds of things, but not quite that one, and I don't understand why. Because as I understand it,
you know why
that was his natural position.
You know why we're not doing that right now, right? And if you think about it, if you look at our next fixture in FA Cup, that's not a difficult fixture.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him experiment with those sort of decisions for such games, right? But the problem now is that Gyökeres' numbers are not high enough, and we need him to build as much confidence as possible, and get some numbers over the thing. So it's most likely we'll never see Martinelli get a chance to play in the middle. You know?
Gyökeres, I really wanted to believe. We even gave him the pity penalty that one time. Like we gave Havertz the other season. But Havertz, when we gave him the pity penalty, it got him started.
Yeah.
You know. Gyökeres, he got that, but then he still didn't start. And then he'll fire two here, give it a little bit of hope, and then there's games with like the Brentford. Where was he?
Yeah.
Where was he?
Look, man, it's the systems again. It goes down to how we accommodate
Certain players.
certain players, you know. But look, guys, it is our first season, man. It is. I mean, a lot of these players' first season. You know what I mean? So I really feel like also what's also playing on the nerves of these new players is the fact that they know that this team has to win the league this season. So that also puts pressure on the newer players because they know that they were bought to help this team.
That's supposed to be the final pieces.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it also puts a lot of. But I promise you now, once we win our first title, we're gonna see a completely different side of guys like Eze and guys like Gyökeres, because now they know that they're champions.
Yeah.
And we've gotten over the line for the first time.
Yes.
So we're definitely gonna see a lot more freedom in how they play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a lot less nerves, a lot less of the PTSD.
Exactly.
It will be good for everybody. It will be good for the players. It will be good for the fans in the stadium. It will be good for me personally.
Yeah.
I'm a father of 3. I don't know that my heart can take any more of this. But okay, that's today's lineup. So let's see what the coach goes with,
and let's see what the manager. Yeah, let's see what Mikel super duper make.
Don Arteta. He knows best.
Let's see what he does. I think we've pretty much touched on everything in terms of where we are with the players and lineups, and what we think each player is capable of doing, and I think we've got this. Just score prediction quickly there from your side.
I would want to say 3-0, but because we just don't seem to be keeping clean sheets these days, I'm gonna go 3-1. We're gonna give them consolation, something. Okay. And it will not even be a goal of their own making. It will be some error on our side.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say 3-1.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with 5-0. I know it's such a
hallelujah
scoreline but I feel that if there's a time where our players are angry and they want to show what they're made out of, it's this game.
This team has shown itself to be a little bit, I don't know if petty is the word, but every time after we blunder,
they come back quite strong.
Yeah, scorching.
Yeah.
So Spurs, unfortunately for them, they might bear the brunt of that last draw because it's in our nature. But let's see. Yeah. I like your 5-0 score.
We have to get the first goal though. We have to get the first goal because if we get the first goal, then I feel like this whole new manager, trying to impress the new manager for Spurs, they'll be slightly ish. Okay, then they'll start having PTSD on the field. Yeah. And remember when we gave them the 4-1 at the Emirates.
Oh, we give them every time. They are really our daily bread.
Yeah.
But do you want to imagine a situation where they score first? And the panic stations that would go on internally on our side? Let's not talk about that, right? You can't even put that out into the universe.
But yeah, we'll see. Like, it could work vice versa. If they score first, we could that could light up something in us. You know, when we just start firing and going crazy. Yeah. Or if we score first, that could also slightly put a bit of nerves in our players, knowing that we've dropped leads before. Yeah. You know what I mean? But so for me, I would say that if we score first, they must just tell themselves another one and another one and another one, just so that.
By halftime, remember the good old days when the Invincibles used to have this thing where they killed again. 3-0. Halftime, it's over.
Yeah.
And it would allow us to even, rotate players comfortably.
Can
you just, maybe your 5-0 fantasy,
It has to work.
That would be the best.
It has to
because
work.
we would have killed it by halftime.
Yeah.
We can rest guys.
Look, I'm more nervous about the next
Chelsea.
game, Chelsea, than I am about
same here.
Spurs, to be honest.
Yeah.
But look, they're fighting relegation, and what we saw yesterday with Chelsea playing Burnley at Stamford Bridge,
Yeah.
it was a 1-1. You know, and Chelsea, in fact, almost lost it because this team scored first. Burnley scored first.
No.
Oh,
Chelsea scored first.
Chelsea scored first. Okay.
And if I have it correct, they got a red card.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think there's a bit of a mitigating circumstances around that. Because I actually think they've looked a bit better under this new guy.
Yeah.
Which is part of what adds to my nerves.
Okay.
And they've got that little Brazilian kid. What's his name? Anyway, we'll talk about that game.
Esteban.
Esteban.
Yeah, no, he's scary.
It's a problem.
He's scary.
But anyway, we'll talk about that game when it's time for that game. But for today, let's enjoy our daily bread.
Yeah.
Spurs are nothing but children to us.
Yes.
I don't know why we still. I think it's because of the geography that we still call it a derby.
Yeah.
But to me, they're not our peers.
No.
You know, I maybe it's because I grew up in the Manchester United, era where the Pizzagate scandals and all of Vieira and
Keane. Yeah.
That feels more of a rivalry. This one I feel like it's just noisy neighbors and it's because they live next door, but they're not our peers.
Spurs really only started beating us when we were at our worst. And Kane and Song and their glory. I mean, all their golden era was there. Like with Bob Bale, those guys. Those are like the Spurs golden age, you know.
But I know what they're good for, like fourth place. They're not our peers.
Yeah.
Our golden era is them finishing in like top 4 if they're lucky. That is our crisis period. Our 7 years in the desert.
Yeah.
Was so we'll call it derby for because that's what it is, but I expect nothing less than 3 points today.
Yeah hashtag thanks for the 3 points.
Well, last time I was blamed in our group for the last result because of my overconfidence.
Yeah.
So perhaps let's stay humble.
Yeah. No, look, hey, man.
And go into this game with the right attitude.
So for me, I'm with you 100% in staying humble. But to be honest with you, like, for me, if we don't do it today, like, we can kiss the season goodbye. We can kiss the season goodbye, to be honest. So whatever attitude we want to have, it was better. I could understand remaining humble when we like maybe a few points ahead or whatever. But right now, it's literally just do or die. So if we don't do it, it's
well, look, if we lost, then I'd say we can kiss the season goodbye. But if we draw, in the unlikely event that we draw, we must remember it makes us 3 points ahead.
And then City have got a game in hand.
Yeah, so they could catch up, but depending on how much they win, I think our goal difference is still slightly marginally superior. So it would still be on and popping because I think the way it's headed right now, that game against them, we still have to play them again.
Yeah.
Right? That game against them is going to be a 4-on-6 pointer. It might very well come down to that.
Yeah.
But I'm not scared of City.
No, I'm not scared of City. I'm not scared of any team, to be honest with you.
I'm scared of Arsenal. I'll say this. I said before.
We are our worst enemy.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's any team that can actually win this thing from us. Yeah. It is ours to throw away.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's what I'm most worried about. Us.
Yeah.
And how we interact with this PTSD period. But
for sure.
But let's see how today goes.
Let's see how it goes, guys. Please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And yeah, we are going to be making many more of these videos soon. And go you Gunners.